Devstream 167 did kind of start off strong, yeah, right, by saying February will be when they have the devstream for duviri, so the December update is now earliest March, putting more truth to the rumours that they could possibly be purposely delaying this for it to be the 10-year anniversary update. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. They just said they wanted more time to work on it to finalise a lot of stuff. Then they did mention the March 25th anniversary, the 10-year anniversary, saying pretty much nothing more than stay tuned, they are going to be celebrating it. Which was a bit of a shame, but seeing as there's one stream between now and then, I was really hoping they were going to at least mention what it's going to be, but no. Which means the February dev stream is going to be telling us what is actually coming in the 10-year anniversary of Warframe. Stardays is also returning because, you know, it's newsworthy to tell us that Valentine's Day is coming. It's not like it's on the same day every year. Because, of course, Stardays is going to be returning. It will be coming on the 1st of February, they said, and they basically took this chance to show off the new glyphs and the two-person emote. Yeah. That you put your hands together and basically make a heart. Because, you know, it's not like Ureli's been able to do this for a long time or anything like that, but yeah. Stardays was always going to return simply down to the fact of it's where the angel wings live. It's where the wings terminal live. It would be a worse thing if they said they weren't running it. But it is, and it's coming on the 1st, which finally leads us into... They didn't say when duviri was coming, sadly. I know I kind of started it, but... yeah, it's basically going to be just like Lua's Prey. That's going to bring more... actual things to do to the game. Yay! It's not like it's taken them since 2018 to finally realise what made Warframe and what needs to make Warframe. No, not a new frame every month. That is physically impossible for them to do. Though, yeah, this Citrine's Last Wish actually comes with a frame. The chat went absolutely crazy. A frame in December... technically 30th of November. But a frame in, yeah, I mean, just, that's 2 frames in 3 months. This would be amazing if they hadn't have mentioned the fact that Citrine was actually designed back in 2019. That kind of ruined it, but how you get her? Oh. Unlike Lua's Prey that had a survival mission, Citrine's Last Wish will be coming with a defense mission. They actually said it's 1 of 3, and it was funny how they showed this, because they kind of gave it away instantly, but if they hadn't of, as soon as the image came up, would have noticed this anyway. It's Exini. Exini was the original leveling node of Warframe. If you wanted to level, you went to Exini. They use the words minerals quite a lot because Citrine is going to be a mineral-based... They mention the fact that she's supposed to be a support-style frame, but whether she is or not, they cannot figure out for themselves, but yeah. I love the fact that this new mission type, Mirror Defense, is going to have a new pod that you are defending. They kind of didn't give too much away, just like they didn't with Lua's Prey when that turned up. But it's new defense missions that's going to be dropping a new frame. Sadly, though, they didn't actually show it. They took 10 minutes showing her in production, and then finally kind of got to the point of... yeah, she's not actually ready to be shown yet, and all of the concept art, modelling and everything else all looked promising. I was getting more and more frustrated waiting, well, are you actually going to show her abilities and her in action? This is an update that is coming in February. They said more news in the coming days. That's right, coming days. Last time they said that, they announced what it was the next day. So when they say, coming in February, stay tuned for more news, it could quite literally be, to be fair, tomorrow's Saturday, so Monday. Let's say Monday. Next week they will be announcing the coming dates when this is. The reason they're not giving it a date in February simply comes down to the fact of she's not ready, which means not February 1st. But could be the following week. That depends on console cert and lots of other things that they never mention and we really don't want to talk about. But I was getting more frustrated. Then they did this. After some hunting, they showed a screenshot that Rebecca took, and there was the mirror defense, the thing you're supposed to be supporting, gems floating around her that are going to be part of her ability, and yeah, this one image here, I kind of thought, okay, I can get away with the classic Warframe content drop that they keep turning around. Ooh, this is classic Warframe. Not really a classic. And you're not 10 years old just yet. But you're getting there. Damn. Just... okay. I went from thinking, this is Latrine's wish, because they're basically flushing duviri down the toilet by delaying it, and delaying it, and delaying it, and then not showing anything other than a few concept art, and delaying it some more, and then they showed this. It was like, okay, I want to play that defense mission now. I want to play defense on Xeni the same as it used to be, and I want it to be hard. They did a little bit of talking about the Prex cards, and after 4 years, we're all kind of wondering where the backlog of these things are. Well, they are working on them, which I was also glad to see. I came into this dev stream really kind of annoyed, like a lot of people. Where is duviri? What the hell is going on with duviri? News would be nice, but yeah, okay, a new frame. This quickly. Even though they've been working on it since 2019. They words, not mine. They said they've been working on it since 2019. The original concept art was 2019. Modelling was 2019. And then it's just been kind of sitting there. Makes me wonder what else they've got in reserve and why the hell it's been sitting there for 3 years without them doing anything after suffering such huge issues with lack of anything to do in the game since 2018.
What is essentially amounts to a pity system. So if you don't get it 1 week, the next week it will actually be 20% higher, so it'll be 40%, and the next week it'll be 60%, so on and so forth. The math basically averages for, you will get about twice as many arcane shards. So basically it goes from 20 all the way to 40% if you don't get it in 1 week, then you go 60, 80, and obviously 100.
And that's right, you didn't mishear that. And I thought I would let them explain it there. The Archon Shard system, the way that they are reworking it, so the 20% chance for Tau Forged crystals, if you don't get one, it will be an added 20% bonus the next week. So you are guaranteed to get one once every 5 weeks minimum. They said you're basically going to get one twice as often. I still know people who don't have any. Mind you, they haven't done as many as they say they have, because a few of you have been saying you've done it every week, and if I do actually read these comments, and if I go back and actually have a look, people who say they haven't gotten any and they've done all of them have also turned around and said they have gotten one. Or my favourite one, I stopped doing it after 4 because I didn't get one. And then turns around and says they still haven't got one. Technically it's not lying, but it's also technically not true because you haven't done it every week. Therefore, of course you haven't got one if you did it 4 times and then stopped. But they are making it so you can get more Tau Forged crystals, which, to be 100% honest, I like this. But at the same time, I kind of wish they had have just gone the blueprint route and just given it to Chipper. And they did finally get onto the 2 weapons that will be coming with Citrine. There's going to be the Stellos, a shotty that is actually pretty nice, and the Curafel. We'll get to that one. She referred to it as the power of the sun in your hands. There was me thinking that's what Wisp was, but never mind. The Curafel is a 2-handed scythe. Yes, but it's a not a normal one. Its heavy attack is quote-unquote explosive. Yeah. It's a 2-handed scythe that turns into a 2-handed heavy scythe gunblade. Now that's a handful. I want to see the stance for that says 2-handed heavy scythe gunblade. in the stance mod for that weapon. It does actually look good, and the animation for it actually crunching up. I wish they had have prepared kind of a little video clip from in front of the frame or just to the side where you can see the two-handed heavy scythe turning into a gunblade. So that could actually be damn good. Just depends on that animation style. And the Stelos, the Stelos, for some reason I've got an F in that. That's more of a pod launcher. And as soon as they said that, I kind of thought, turret? No. It's more of an energy-based weapon. It shoots... The first shot is short range. If it hits an enemy, it increases the range of its next round. The more enemies you hit, the longer the range is going to be. So grouping up the enemies is going to be kind of essential for this. So is punch through. The way that this works, going ranged, punch through is going to be an essential for it, and being a shotgun, multi-shot as well. But it also looked kind of interesting. The way that it worked and the way that they looked, considering the frame they're coming with is mineral based. These things aren't, which is weird because the weapons that come with the frames usually are. All coming in February from the new Mirror Defense missions. Or you, of course, like Lua's Prey, you can actually buy them using a resource that will drop through that from Ortak in the Necrolisk, rather than on the Zaramon, which actually makes this frame easier to get a hold of than Varuna. And the kind of, well, to be fair, they ended it with things something I've already mentioned and some other stuff, but they did turn around and confirm the image from the devstream announcement. Yeah, I said it then, and I did turn around and say it could be a 10-gen skin. I honestly don't know. I don't pay that much attention to the 10-gen skins. They do look nice, but I don't play the game through Steam. But I don't think it is. Yeah, it was Rhino. It's really hard to figure this out considering it's a Rhino Beetle. It's Rhino Beetle and it's on Rhino. The giveaway was, of course, the codpiece. Everybody kind of noticed that one, but it was a Rhino Beetle. The second you look at it and go, oh, it's a Rhino Beetle. Is that on Rhino? Oh, there's the codpiece. Yeah, they've turned Rhino into a Rhino Beetle. It is going to be his deluxe skin. The wings are going to be separate. They're going to go in the auxiliary slot, so you don't have to run him with the wings if you're not into wings. And yeah, okay, doesn't actually look too bad. Could have looked a lot worse. He will have it's not an emote, it's the idle animation, the animation sets that will allow him to fly. Because Titania hasn't got one of these that already exists and actually works better. Or Wisp doesn't already have one of these, considering she has no feet and she floats anyway. But no, he will come with one of those. And to be honest, there was a few other little things, like other quality of, as they put it, mainline. No. But I'm not going to go complaining too much, because to be fair, they actually showed quite a bit without showing quite a bit. It was an hour of not showing the Citrine Warframe, but announcing there's going to be a Warframe, 2 new weapons, it's coming in February, with the changes to pretty much the Archon shards. Everybody wants that more than anything else. But I've gone on way too long, so we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.